Hey, it's Izzy and what's been busy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am using a whole new camera setup, so comment down below to let me know if you like it or not. Today we are going to be doing the ultimate RV room transformation. This is the master bedroom. This is like this is the bedroom, like where you see I'm at. This is it. This is the setup. We have the door, which I like because I can get a bit of privacy. I like having this door because I can get a bit of privacy, but that's like pretty much it. Now, when it comes to organizing our space, I currently sleep here with my mom. That's how we have it set up, and I honestly love our space, but it needs to be organized quite a bit. We currently do have a sheet on the mattress. This is a RV queen size bed. And I say RV queen size bed because everything in this RV is obviously fit for an RV, including like our microwave, our table, our doors. Everything's meant for RV living. Over here, we do have some things organized. They're labeled. This is my business stuff. I like to call it the clay closet. And then if we come over here, we have what I like to call the craft closet. I mean, you have paint, sketchbooks, everything in here, slime, it all goes right here. But yeah, so far there's not really a whole lot going on, so we're gonna start organizing our space and make this bedroom a little bit more comfy. RVs may be small, but I still want to fall fast asleep with no problems at all. That's why RVmattress.com is a Brooklyn bedding brand known for top-of-the-line comfort and quality. You don't have to stress if you are in the US because they ship to you for free from their Arizona factory. Whether you're looking for different firmness options, heights, or dimensions, they have something for everyone. Even RV-specific and non-traditional sizes. What? Of course, when looking for a new mattress, we want it to be comfortable and get the best sleep in our RV. Based on this, I got the Aurora Luxe in a firm short queen. I've had my mattress for 3 days now, and I love this upgrade. Let me tell you my favorite parts. Firstly, I love the feeling of this firm mattress. As soon as we brought it in, I noticed a difference. It's firm, but I still felt like I was on a cloud. Other mattresses can feel hard as a rock, but not this one. They always say, no pain, no gain, but I think I'm the one gaining because I no longer have any back pain. Secondly, I have had my fair share of sleepless nights, and as soon as we started sleeping on the Aurora Luxe, I can sleep the entire night like a little baby. Their Glacio Tex cooling cover also kept me feeling cool from day one. I know if I'm feeling hot at night, I am losing sleep. However, with the Aurora Luxe, I am feeling cool and comfort. It's nice to have a mattress elevate the bedroom. We may be living tiny, but our mattress is pretty mighty despite the space. Your lifestyle doesn't have to keep you up at night. I love my RV mattress by Brooklyn Bedding, and I think you would too. If you're looking for a new bed, check out rvmattress.com/IzzyBizzy. You can click the link below or go to rvmattress.com/IzzyBizzy to get 30% off your order with code IzzyBizzy. Thank you RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding for sponsoring today's video. I already talked a little bit about our bedding, but I want to show you all the things that we specifically got from Amazon. So these are the sheets that I was talking about. These are specifically made for the RV, for the short queen mattress, and we just got brown because I'm going to talk a little bit about our comforter in a minute. Then we have a mattress pad. For our comforter, it's actually kind of an interesting story because we have had our comforters for a long time at this point. And when I say a long time, we basically were given this like home packaged basket when we left the shelter. So you have all these goodies for your new home, obviously, so you can get toiletries, cleaning supplies, and so we left with multiple things. And one of the things we kind of discussed was getting new blankets/comforters. They had other options, and we knew the comforters were a little bit more tedious to maintain because they're thick queen size and king size comforters. But we knew with whatever home we were going to get into, we wanted them. So we took them, with us during the road trip, when we were in the hotel, everything. We just decided to leave them in the car majority of the time. But now that we are in our new home, we're finally using the comforters that the shelter provided. I'm going to set up our bed, and I hope I can make it look really cute and nice because I bought quite a few pillowcases. There's little bees on it. So cute. I bought this shelf, and the whole point of this cabinet shelf specifically, it was supposed to go on my nightstand. Now, this is before we found those gray baskets. Like, those we found literally yesterday at Target, but I was initially thinking about using these and then building this on top, because if you look at the nightstand, it's a nice long space, but it's just a little too open, so you need things like shelves and organizers to make sure everything looks quite neat. I'm gonna see if I like this or not. I'm not really a big fan of the gray bins that I gave my mom. Initially, we were both supposed to have one, but her nightstand is a little bit longer than mine, and I don't know, I'm just not a big fan of it. So we'll see if I like this. Okay, I see a screwdriver, which means yes indeed, I'm gonna have to build this. The only thing about it is this is not gonna match my mom's nightstand now. I really like this wood, and even with my mom's organizers, we really wanted it to be black, but they didn't have black. They just had white and gray, and so technically gray fits better in here because there is some gray in here, but I don't know how this is gonna work now because we have two completely different nightstands. Ready to help? Yes. Okay. There's always Barbara the builder. Got one on. Oh my goodness, the shelf is so cute. It's so cute and tiny. Okay. The next thing that I am really excited for are these LED lights. But these are not just any LED lights, you guys. I don't think you're ready. I don't think you're ready. Look how cute these are. These are bee LED lights. I remember having some LED lights in South Carolina, and since my mom said, Izzy, you can pick the theme, I really don't mind, I decided to, of course, go with more of a bee theme. And since we're doing like a lot of brown, black, yellow, I thought it would be really nice to include like the bees. Well, honestly, the theme was always gold, black, and kind of brown because we were basing it off of the comforter, and the comforter is of course on the lighter side, and to bring a little bit of contrast, we brought in some of the brown, and that's why this works out perfectly. And even these right here are like some lanterns. They're literally party decorations, but I was like, I want to make this place really cute, really fun, really exciting, welcoming, and we'll see how this looks with the lanterns. But I did pick out some gold and black lanterns. I was so close, like I was this close to picking out some bee lanterns, but I thought that may look a little tacky. So we went for something a little bit more subtle, which are the LED lights, and of course the pillows have cute little bees and things like that. Whoa. Okay, Zoe came in and saved the day and unraveled it for us. Wait, now look what it looks like. Oh, wow, so pretty. This is gonna look so nice. Okay, this is kind of embarrassing for me, but this is the reality of moving. Yeah, this is supposed to be my little corner, and my stuff has just been everywhere. My nightstand is full of so much stuff. It was like perfect for a week, and then I don't know how we got here. I have my clothes piled in this corner. They have been sitting here for a while because we finally bought these bins to go up here. I know earlier we had all these books, but we needed a place to put our clothes, and it took us weeks, I kid you not, weeks, to find bins that would fit on these shelves because they're very specific measurements, and we finally found those. But my clothes have been sitting in a corner. I just really need to get this situated right here right now because I cannot with this anymore. This is just so atrocious. And honestly, I wasn't trying to let it get to this point, but there has really been so much going on, to shopping, to taking care of Luna, managing still this YouTube channel. Like, I'm currently filming 2 other videos. Like, I have so much going on my mind right now that like getting the room in order has been the last priority, truthfully. Like, we have put so much energy into like the kitchen, the dining room and living room, and that is more in order. But this room, I don't know what it is, but it has just not been coming together as quickly. So that's why we're working on it today. We're trying to really set in new habits because I'm getting more and more stuff, and I plan on even ordering more stuff, and I barely have this stuff in order. But now that we have the bins, now that I have finally finished my YouTube stuff for at least right now, I can put that on pause and focus on the room. Let's get it done, please, Izzy. I can't keep living like this anymore.
When you are moving in, it is pretty reasonable to see things kind of all over the place, especially since this was about a month of us getting into the RV, buying things, of course, for this new space, and it was a bit of an adjustment. However, now I am coming from a place of living here for 3 months, and this happens more times than you would think it would, because you don't really organize the space based off of having new things come in. I mean, with all the items you're bringing in anyway, it's already quite small. And so even as I'm organizing these clothes, for example, I only took into account the clothes I had in that moment. However, when I went shopping recently and bought new items, I spent about 3 days having to reorganize my clothes again and again, because when you buy new things, you're not always in a position to have a space ready to put it into. So especially me, I tend to have more stuff because I have things for my business, I have my personal items, and just business items alone take up way more space. And we do have a storage unit, but this was before we even had one, and we had to really figure out how we were going to fit everything in here. But that is why in upcoming clips you will see this happen kind of again. I've learned that it's not even us trying to be messy, but it's literally just living in the space. You have to completely reorganize everything over and over again once you bring something new. It doesn't even have to be a lot of items, but you just have to figure out where you're going to place it. So sometimes we're like, why does it feel like we're moving in all over again? Well, that's why. Living in an RV, you get used to having to move things around frequently.
Okay, so it's obviously nighttime now, and I asked my mom to help me out, and of course she came through. I love this setup so much more. I feel like the camera isn't even doing it justice because this is so cozy. I love how I have my drawers right here, and then the electronics are on the side, and then I can still have my shelves, and oh my goodness, look at the little baby chick. But then I took the alarm clock. Originally the alarm clock was on my mom's side, but now I have the alarm clock, and then also look at this. Look at that little candle. So cozy. I just love this setup so much. Having this candle on reminds me a lot of my old videos. I remember doing a video in South Carolina showing my extreme room transformation, and I talked about having a candle basically that was similar to this, and I was talking about how we're not trying to burn down the house. Alrighty, so we got some pictures going on. I changed up this wall, but it's so cute. But my mom just gave me something super cool. I would love to have some candles in my room, but we're not trying to burn the house down, so My mom gave me these. So these candles are so cool. So basically it has like a remote. Look at that. But this candle is actually a lot prettier because it has fairy lights at the bottom. We got a whole pack at Costco's, but honestly, it's making me really think about that time. It was a very small group of people, but those subscribers would remember that video. Yeah. Next to it, I have this tiny little fake plant. I got this from Target. When I saw this, I knew it'd be perfect because obviously you all see the height. There's not a lot to work with, but it's so cute and tiny and just adds a little bit more life. I'm just in love with this setup so much more. Thank you, Mama B, once again for coming in and giving me some direction because I had no idea what I was doing before. But this looks so good. Okay, busy bees, so we are almost done with this room transformation. I literally just have a couple of things to do. One, I need to organize these clear bins. I currently have some berets in here. I have 2 of them with me. I'm doing this so I can have just a little bit more storage to put miscellaneous things. And then we have our paper lanterns that I'm going to hang up. I'm going to try to assemble these today.
Honestly, that was going to be it for today's video. And just looking at this footage on its own, it is quite boring and a little lame, and that's why I wasn't going to post this video initially. But there were 3 major things that happened that changed the trajectory of the extreme room transformation. Firstly, the sponsorship changed the video, but in good ways, of course. I mean, I was being sent a mattress, which was going to ultimately upgrade our space, and so there was more to report on. I was already filming this video, and so when I got this offer, I thought this was the best video concept to pair well with the RV mattress. Obviously, I could have paired it up with any video, but I think as a viewer, it's a little strange if the video concepts don't align with the sponsorships. For example, if I was to do a language learning video and then randomly talk about a mattress, yeah, I think that's a little weird. So usually I have video concepts done for the month, and then when sponsorships tend to come my way, I just pair up the sponsorships that fit best with the videos I already had in mind. So that was something else to think about, that now I had a new mattress coming in, which was going to definitely, like I said, upgrade our space, and more to report on in terms of a new item coming into the room. The second thing that changed this video was the comforter. As simple as this item was, it started to become a whole issue because I'm very grateful that we were able to enjoy the comforter for what it was. It was still a great comforter in terms of quality. It was very soft and we weren't cold for these 3 months. So that in itself is a blessing. But what wasn't a blessing was all the duck feathers. And in my last video, I already talked about how there's so much dust and these feathers were not helping. So we had to get rid of it because it was a duvet, and with this set, it just was causing us more issues. So anytime we want to wash the outside of it, we're just seeing duck feathers everywhere. To me, it was more problems than it was worth, and it was starting to get a little discolored, which was kind of surprising to me because the quality seemed pretty well, that I didn't expect it to start changing colors already. But because of that, it gave us more of an opportunity to change the space a little bit because we based everything around this comforter. And since it was gone, now we had room for growth. And the third thing that changed this video was just the influx of items in our RV. When we came in here, we only had things in our backpacks. It really wasn't an issue because everything was on a smaller scale. However, now that I'm doing business related things, especially the business, like I said earlier, I was getting packages pretty much every day and things were starting to pile up. Another thing I'd say just for me personally was hobbies. I started, playing the piano and just doing things that I would normally do, trying to get back into some of these activities, but I needed a proper place to store them. And with all the new items coming in, it was a little imbalanced because everything was in the room. And to be honest, everything should have not been in the room, or it should have had a proper place. It's honestly kind of interesting to me how with a cart and a closet, it still was not enough for all of my clay items. So there was a lot of problem solving that needed to be done. Now that we had the storage, we were able to sit back and figure out what we wanted to keep and what we wanted to put away. It did give us more room to adjust our space. So because of those three things, we were able to move forward and change our room quite a bit.
Hey guys, you guys just meet your daily dose of Joseph. No, that's it for today. Bye. And don't forget to comment and like and subscribe. Please and thank you. Shh, don't tell Izzy that I was here, okay? I hope my secret's safe with you.
Not be complete without this from YouTube. Is it my 100K plaque? I believe so. It's my 100,000 subscriber plaque. If you didn't know, you do have to apply to get your plaque, which is actually quite interesting. It feels so light, by the way. Like, I don't know why in the videos it seems so heavy, but they did say they did a lighter and newer design, but it's even a little too light. But hey, I'm not gonna complain. Okay. Congratulations on your subscriber milestone. We are honored to take part in recognizing your achievement and what your experience to be exceptional. This award was inspected and packaged with great care by Rick. Thank you so much, Rick. I think this is just the standard for everyone, but the classic tube paper. Look how cute she is. Oh, she's so tiny and light. Wow. This is my plaque. Whoa. I get to hug all of you. Aww. I'm hugging you all. This is for all of us. Thank you. Thank you for this milestone. Wow. But it's, I kid you not, it's the lightest thing you will ever feel.